Okay, so I did 2 Nephi 27, verses 1 through 16. I'm not a fan of breaking it up so small, but that's what I gotta do if I want to read every day. So, verses 1 through 16. It's talking about the Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith and Martin Harris and the learned man who said I cannot read a sealed book. Pretty basic. Pretty basic. However, there's one thing. In my supplemental, it's talking about evidences. Now, where did it go? Evidences of 3 witnesses. So, in verse 14 it says, out of the mouth of many witnesses it seemeth to me good. So it talks about the 3 witnesses, and then it talks about the 8 witnesses. And in their evidences, he's talking about how, according to recent archaeological discoveries, many ancient Israelites, including those in Lehi's day, used doubled, sealed, and witnessed documents. In the 2-part documents, one section was left open for easy access, and the second was sealed for later reference by the persons involved or by a judge in a court of law. Interestingly, when written on papyrus or parchment, a legal document would be written twice on the same sheet, at the top and at the bottom. The document was then folded and sealed, making one part open for inspection but keeping the other part sealed. With records engraved on metal, 2 or more plates were used, with the second copy often made more hurriedly. In addition, witnesses were necessary to verify a document. For instance, the Babylonian Talmud stated that the law required 3 witnesses for sale of property. At least 3 witnesses to the Book of Mormon were necessary, but the Lord provided more. In light of the way the plates of Mormon were put together and the law of witnesses satisfied, this ancient method of document preservation makes sense. However, the ancient practice was not known until long after the publication of the Book of Mormon. I found that fascinating. Yeah, last night in my reading, it was talking a lot about the sealed portion of the Book of Mormon and talking about when it would be brought forth. And, what were my thoughts on that? Anyways, thoughts on that I had, but I can't remember what they were now. And, I was talking about how it would be brought forth when the people are obsessed with wickedness, well, the book in general, but that the sealed portion would be held back until a special time. And so you're just kind of like wondering what's in there and what's written. But this states that it's just the thing written twice. Not the Book of Mormon written twice. Anyways, we don't know. But I found this very fascinating. Then, Alex, is that you? Hi, honey. Hannah, what's Hannah doing? Okay, so then it goes into the I cannot read the sealed book, Charles Anton, Martin Harris whole thing. Charles Anton was the professor. So, hi, you want to see? Oh, say hello to everyone. Okay, so it says, in verse 16, it's talking about because of the glory of the world and to get gain. So, it says this phrase identifies Professor Anton's motivation. Further, it seems apparent that Anton, though certainly a noted scholar in his day, was stretching the truth to suggest that he could translate the golden plates. According to Martin Harris's account, the learned professor indicated that the translation of what Moroni called Reformed Egyptian was the most correct translation he had seen. Yet the work of Champollion, the French genius who broke the Egyptian language code through the Rosetta Stone, had not yet made its way to the United States. Anton could not have known how to translate Egyptian antiquities. I found that also fascinating as well. All right. Can you say goodbye to everybody? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Can you say have a good day? Can you say I love you? No? All right. Can you blow kisses? Mwah. Blow kisses. Mwah. He loves me. He really does.